Bafana B out of COSAFA, crashing out without a loss. This is ONSIDE ZA, brought to you by Betway. Get away more. Welcome once again, ballers, and a big thank you to Betway with the Pick Your promo for the Euros. It's the most fun I've had on the Betway app, even though I'm yet to win, but it will come. But joining me on the show today, Mr. Len Moleko.
Greetings, how are you doing?
Good, thank you, brother.
I'm not trying to be Barry White, sorry.
It's just the voice.
Just practice what you preach.
It's the voice of a coach. And Tsepi Worldwide,
Hi, darling.
welcome, darling. And everybody's favorite, Carlos Superero Subi.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Crash course, 1 week.
Google Translator.
Seeing as we're there, Super Sub, let's kick it off. The Euros, obviously Austria just kicking off the final game. And boy, oh boy, Turkey living. And Austria. Turkey with the opening goal in the early minutes of Austria versus Turkey. Now, what gets to me about this, Super Sub, is on my Betway picks for this week, I put down that Turkey would win this. I put down that Portugal would win their game. I put down that England would win their game. And I put down that France would win their game. The problem is Portugal went to extra time. So it's technically a draw.
So did England.
So did England.
You did
I
not-
said, I did say
double your
England or
chance.
draw. I said England or draw.
But not with
Portugal. I said an outright win for Portugal. And that ruined my picks. But it shows we're getting closer.
That almost became the 10th own goal of the tournament.
Very nearly. Top goal scorer for the tournament.
Yes.
No one's touching that
I wonder
own
if that's
goal.
some sort of a record for
I think it is already a record.
competition.
an
Yeah.
international competition.
Yeah, because it.
I think it's already a Euros record.
You do get like own goals in tournaments, but not as much as this.
10.
Euros.
I mean, well, it's 9 now.
Yeah. I think it's a product of something I'll bring up a little later on. But Super Sub, Carlos,
Yeah.
Portugal,
Yo, Australia. This has the recipe of a good game.
I think Austria-Turkey is going to be a great game.
Yeah, you did call it. That
I did call it. I think
It's
this
gonna
will
be a super game.
because I think that the difficulty that comes with some of the bigger sides playing each other is that maybe the smaller side will be more pragmatic in their style of play. They'll defend more. They'll be more defensive. So it sort of takes away from the entertainment of the fixture. Whereas I think Austria and Turkey, I think they'll be more confident to go head to head, you know?
But even so, I was checking out the odds on Betway much earlier, and it showed that Turkey had a higher chance of winning this match. So I'm quite surprised that
Austria were the favourites. Yes,
actually,
correct.
The other side.
I
the
get
opposite
you.
Side.
I
yeah.
get what you meant.
Yeah.
But Ralph Rangnick has done superb with this team. I think we spoke about this last week. He's more of a project manager than he is. That thing that you use? Is it polyfiller?
yeah,
We've got holes on the
we've
wall.
got the crack.
Yes, he's not a polyfiller type of coach. Like
I think that anyone would have been doomed in that Man United position, and he's been well loved everywhere but there. And I think he's shown a lot of success everywhere he's been but there. Another player, or another person rather, and he is a player who's showing much more success and is playing today since being away from Manchester United is Marcel Sabitzer, who's done great. We saw him for Dortmund in the Champions League final. He put in a great performance for Dortmund in that Champions League final. He's been a terrific player this tournament for Austria as well.
So are you effectively saying that United is so toxic that it literally takes everything good about you
It
as a
takes the
player or a
spirit
coach?
out of a.
I'm not going to say Manchester United does that. I think that a Manchester United of a period, including last season and the season before, as well as the very end of the season before that, was especially awful. If we remember Cristiano Ronaldo leaving for the World Cup and having a little chat to an Arsenal fan, so we won't give him more airtime than that. But Manchester United's been a big mess ever since, and they were probably quite a big mess before that, but we've seen the mess since then. And I think that Manchester United is a problem for many individuals, and now you can see signs of steadying the ship. But Carlos,
Sabitzer only there for a season.
as we see a very near Sorry, Tsepi, darling.
Ne?
What was your
No, I
question?
was saying he was only there for a season, correct?
Ralph-
He was always German, Sabitzer.
Marcel Sabitzer
Yes.
was
Only
yes,
there,
yes.
only
He
one,
was
right?
on loan for a season
Okay,
at Manchester United.
Desperate acquisition.
Much like how I imagine Amrabat will be, although there are talks of them making the deal permanent. But I'm not sure that will be the case. Super sub,
Yeah.
Carlos,
Yeah.
Portugal,
I can't get over that
treading
name.
treading a very thin line
Yeah.
in that fixture. I wasn't happy to be going to bed so late last night, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I was
same,
expecting it to be just the 90 minutes. I wasn't expecting penalties and an extra half hour.
Yeah. And a missed penalty.
And a missed penalty from arguably the greatest player of all time.
CRY.
What's CRY?
How?
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Why are you saying why?
You'll
Why-
figure it out.
He was in his feelings, wasn't he?
He was in his feelings.
Yeah. He's still,
He was very emotional, but it's not the first time we've seen Cristiano Ronaldo get emotional.
yeah, he's very
Yeah.
passionate.
And his
very
mom was
passionate.
also there crying.
Yeah.
Shame.
But I've got a problem with that, though.
With the tears?
The man crying.
Men can cry whenever they want.
Oh.
And by the way, CRY is cry. So, I've got a problem with that. You are the leader of a team. You are the captain. Chances are 80% of the guys in that team look up to you. There are some youngsters who've been dreaming to play alongside you. And firstly, you play like shite the whole game. Well, the whole tournament, if we're being fair. All right?
Okay.
You pursue to go on in extra time, not providing anything, and some other talented players or players who can offer more to the team are sitting on the bench. The coach is afraid of you, likelihood, because subbing you or saying something might destabilize the team. You take all the sport kicks, despite you missing 99% of them,
I saw that screenshot she sent.
right? And when the chips are down, you cry.
Because you wanted so bad, Super Sub.
I don't care how emotional you are.
Maleko.
You are leading people. And now what are these people supposed to do? Like if our
The greatest players have done that.
yes, but not
It's normal. Messi cried when he was a captain of Argentina.
did he cry during the game? There was still 15 minutes left. The game was not done.
Mina, can I
but
just
what I'm
mention?
saying is-
Yeah.
What I'm saying is it's emotions, and the emotions will get the better of you if things are not going your way when you know that you are carrying the entire nation.
No, he was not carrying the nation. Let's not lie.
He's a leader.
He's just
The
he was
lead- the
he was
leader
just
is
wearing he was just wearing a captain's armband. He was not carrying anything.
May I ask
It's
because
fine. As a leader, everybody, it's looking up to you, like you said, and you feel like you've let everybody down. That's a bigger responsibility, and
Yeah,
it's harder.
he definitely felt like he left his country down.
Yeah, it's harder to swallow.
No, but that was like guys. Now I feel like
the
that was
question.
more the
Sorry, may I just
yeah.
may I just rephrase this question because I watched. I'm not sure which channel it was. It was probably ESPN, and the question was, and this is before the tournament started, was that is the presence sometimes of CRY, is it conducive? You know, does he come in there and is it impactful, or can the team actually do better without him?
I think they can do better without him.
I think two things on this. One, I think that you're right. I think all the stats present that perhaps an out-and-out number 9 who's younger, who's got more legs about him, could be more effective on the game, like a Diogo Jota, for example. But in saying that, as the manager, Roberto Martinez, and we all criticizing Ronaldo, the whole world's criticizing Ronaldo right now at the moment. Has this happened in the past? Yes. Is Cristiano Ronaldo inevitable? Yes. Inevitable. In every way. He went to a struggling Manchester United side, was top goal scorer.
He went to
At
Saudi
old age.
and
Saudi's not an example.
I could
But
go
even
there and
so,
become
guys, no,
and
Len,
become
you can't.
and do like more clean sheets than the top goalkeeper there. Do you know what I mean?
he's
Only
impactful.
you though, not like anyone can.
Yes, yes.
Because
yes.
you practically trained with Gigi Buffon.
Of course, you know we grew up together.
Back in the day.
You know? So all I'm saying is, and the other element to this whole thing, saying he was emotional, he let the country down. Another element, Ronaldo has never scored a penalty in open, or not in open play, but during regulation time at any international competition. What made him think at 37 years old he was going to do it now?
With a Bruno Fernandes behind him, who's
Yes.
got a terrific record from penalties all the way around.
But there was no need for us to sleep
Yeah, I
at
know.
almost midnight.
But we must make up our mind. Either he's Penaldo, because that's where he scored all his goals for Real Madrid, or he's
I
not
was
allowed
coming
to
to
take
that
penalties
point.
because he's not good enough.
No, but in a team
Has he not proven in his record overall
Look,
that
I
he
don't-
should be the leader?
Let me hear Super Sub.
Okay.
I think bashing Cristiano Ronaldo over this, I don't think it's worth the airtime, because I'll tell you why. The man has proven himself that he can do anything. He took that team to the finals of the Euro in 2016. When chips were down, he carried that team, and
Until the final with
until
the
the
injury.
final with the injury. Why would we think at this point in time he can't do it when he's still scoring those goals even where he's playing right now?
Sorry. That was 8 years ago. If you minus 8 from his current age, he was 29 at the time. He's not 29.
But he still, how many goals did he score this season?
In Saudi Arabia, come on, let's not be disingenuous.
I don't know. You can't say
still
in
scoring
Saudi
at the end of the
Arabia.
day,
Saudi Arabia is a
yes.
league. Look at Kante. He's been playing in Saudi Arabia. He's been called back to the France national team and he's doing wonders. So it
He's
does
been the
not
best
take
player for
away
France.
anything about the quality of the player that he is.
Okay, let's look at this level-headed.
Can I just read these comments very quickly?
I agree. I think let's go to the comments and then
Yeah. So
Hold that thought.
Mlebo
Hold that
3 saying that Ronaldo should retire now while he still loves the game. The longer he plays, the more likely he will start hating it.
Yep.
And King saying that the last time he was benched, Ramos scored a hat trick. Maybe they should in the France game. No, that's not him. Ronaldo should just retire. What do y'all think? Firstly, is his age is declining, and I think he is better. He was better before. Now that he has got a lot of competition than before. Obviously, age is going to be a contributing factor, but I mean, we cannot then just downplay how good he still is.
Are we criticizing Pepe?
I think
he almost did a blunder there.
One blunder
Like,
that
yeah.
almost threw the game, but that's any defender could make that blunder.
No. Granted, he had his Joe Biden moment.
But with
So,
great power comes great. With great power comes
Anyway.
great responsibility. Of course, it's Ronaldo. Of course, the whole world is looking at him. We are expecting him to perform on a super sane level.
But
And he's still human.
But he's not. And here's the thing: Super Saiyan level. And I want to take it back to what Super Sub said, where he says, "I must not bash the Saudi league." All right.
Pizzo coach is there.
It's fine.
Just remember it.
It's okay. But let's be for real here. The pace and the quality of the Saudi league is not the same as La Liga, Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A,
Premier League.
Premier League.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not the same.
And there
I agree with you
and there
fully,
are
man.
Portugal players playing in those leagues.
Right.
That's the only argument, is that you can't bash the Saudi league for being what the Saudi league is.
No. The Saudi league
But
is the Saudi league.
I get
the
what
way
you're
it
saying is that there's players currently at Roberto Martinez's disposal that are playing in top leagues at a very high level. And they're good players. But like I said, I get why Ronaldo's still there. He's inevitable.
It is. And let's parallel
and
this.
it has to come at some point. And the next game is France. And would you bet your house that Ronaldo does nothing against France? I wouldn't.
Never.
He's going to be in Saliba's pocket the whole game.
Bet your house.
Saliba's pocket.
I mean, I
Bet
don't
your
have an
house.
extra room for you. Eh?
That's the thing, is that
But he hasn't done
if you
anything
look
in 3
logical,
games, Marco.
if you look logically, he's not done anything in 4 games really for Portugal. He's had moments, he's had glimmers of the Ronaldo brilliance. We even last night we saw some beautiful flicks and interplay between other players. But the reality is Portugal dominated the game in a game where Slovenia were ultimately completely compact and defensive. They worked their hearts out. And you feel for Slovenia because they wanted that
sublime
game.
defense.
They were brilliant and they played with
And
every
they had
bit of
moments
heart
where
and
they could have
soul.
stolen the game.
And you'd see Portugal counter-attack,
Cisco.
and before you look again, the whole Slovenia backline's back again.
Yep.
And that's hard work. That's work rate. And that's why Portugal didn't wash up that game earlier. But Ronaldo was a contributing factor, I agree. I don't know if the penalty is the way to criticize him. It was a good save. It wasn't a terrific penalty, but it was a good save. And he can take, he's the captain. he should take responsibility for penalties with his quality. But the number of free kicks is a concern that he took charge of.
I agree.
Right? I think that the free kick from wide was, if it went into the top corner, we'd be like, only
But
Ronaldo.
who decides who takes
Him on the pitch for sure. He's the captain in those moments. It's not the the manager might decide before the game, okay, this player takes free kicks. Why would you not let Ronaldo take free kicks? He should be one of the free kick takers. Bruno Fernandes, and Bernardo Silva.
If he's only scored 1 in 60.
But statistically,
No,
he
but
was
you're
not-
talking about 1 in 60 for Portugal.
Yes, but I agree he was playing for Portugal.
No, but you can't look at that stat. What's Ronaldo's free kick stats overall?
But club football, we can't look at club football the same as we look at his international football.
Why not?
Yes, we can. It's a free kick.
Ronaldo
free
fanboys
kick
are
is-
always defending him. Shem, Super Sub, please be honest with yourself.
Look, I'm saying that because
So you're coming for
we
me.
can
My friend,
It's
I'm
king.
just reading here.
It's King. He's King's coming for you.
we can argue that at Man City there are a number of free kick takers, right? But maybe let's say Phil Foden is a free kick taker at Man City, right? He's the primary. But when he goes to the national team, because it's a national team that's littered with so much talent, useless as they are now at the Euros, but you'd expect a Kane or a Jude Bellingham or whoever to be ahead in the pecking order to take free kicks. But Ronaldo seems to have...
I get what you mean, but it's a bad example because I think there's more free kick takers at Man City than there are in England.
Yeah,
With like Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and those
Yes,
likes. I think
yes.
that Phil Foden should be number one in
No, I'm
England.
saying if
and
he
one
was,
of, but I get
yes,
that
yes.
you're using it as an example. I
right?
hear you.
So in that regard, you've got Bernardo Silva, who I think one or two of those, if it was not power or trying to get the dip and it was just a nice curler or a finesse, a chance would have been created. The brilliance of Bruno Fernandes, who's been doing it for Manchester United this past season. If it was him, perhaps we were not gonna sleep at 11:45.
Okay, I'm going to close the free kick thing here on one thing.
Yeah,
I
I know.
think that no player can take a free kick like Cristiano Ronaldo when they're further away. So there were 2 free kicks earlier in the game that Ronaldo took, and you give Ronaldo the first free kick. Sure. Right? He's the captain. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. Take the first free kick. But the second one should have gone to Bruno Fernandes or Bernardo Silva. The third one, that's when everyone was like, no, really, Ronaldo mustn't take. He's missed 2. Why is he taking this one? But that one was from further out. And then the one from wide, I'm also disappointed. I think that's bad decision making. Is that the one from wide should have been
the
a
one
cross?
that's from wide, he needs
That's
to be in the box because he's got the advantage of the
Yes.
height and he can jump even higher.
Yes.
He mistimed a number of those of those
Of
headers
the
as
headers,
well, right?
headed opportunities.
So, and again with the one where, and I think he had done about a couple of them, and it was so weird seeing Pepe running into the box, and I was thinking to myself, my guy, where you going? He's not gonna cross. He's going for goal, you know. So those kind of things. But the other thing again as well
Called
is
fooling an opposition. Like.
no. We all knew all of them were going for goal. He was never gonna cross. He's not fooling an opposition. The opposition actually saw him.
Yeah. No, there's no when
saw
when he's there standing wide, then it's like this is
They knew. They
knew.
knew. But the other thing is, I think the teammates are also to blame because you tend to find situations whereby there's an option that a Bruno or a Silva can either pass to the left or pass to the right or take a shot themselves. But instead of doing that and having the bravery, and I say bravery in
Or the
inverted commas,
confidence.
or the confidence actually,
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's the right word.
confidence.
It's head up, look for Ronaldo, pass him.
Yeah, so none of the other players don't have the leadership. So you saying that Portugal have a lack of leadership aside from Ronaldo?
And that's why I'm asking.
Not
Is
that.
it because?
The only- I
But that's
think
why I'm asking.
his
Is his
presence.
presence? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking. Is his presence the one that impedes the other guys from being great?
Yes, and I think
Because
it's
it's as
his
though they are his
presence.
understudy.
Comment from Poncho. Cristiano Ronaldo was the top goal scorer during qualifications of the Euros.
Yeah, he was playing against Liechtenstein. Come on, guys. Let's not be disingenuous here, please. The other
Had he
thing-
not scored,
There's
it
something
was
else that I
gonna
wanted.
be.
There's something else that I wanted to mention to Super Sub. It just slipped my mind now. But anyway, probably still on the same. Oh yes, now I remember. We've spent the past 20 minutes, the bulk of it, talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. We, as podcasters and media as well, are to blame to fuel the beast in inverted commas that he is, because sometimes there are things that he does and he does for the cameras. Number one. Number two, the real hero that we should have been talking about for 20 minutes was Diogo Costa.
He was
Of course.
terrific.
We were going to get there.
The save in the build-up.
5 minutes.
No, but we're not here to celebrate players. We're here to bash players. So let's move on to Belgium versus France because
Oh, I didn't get the memo.
we're bashing. We're bashing
Yo,
today. We're bashing.
Yo, the Portugal people are not, like, they're not having it. Eh?
Lukaku, De Bruyne.
That golden generation was nothing but gold dust.
Hey, maybe
Because they do so
Define
well in the,
gold dust.
Gold dust is
qualifiers.
a fool's gold.
And when it comes to crunch time, geez, they were, this one was even worse. They
and
were
Belgium were
lukewarm.
bad all tournaments. Actually.
No, guys. That game was just bad.
That was a bad game.
That game was...
France have also not been good.
Yeah, that
It's
game
from
was...
the beginning.
How many goals do France have in this tournament? Technically.
So in open play, none. They only have one penalty.
Yep.
And the rest are own goals.
Yes.
Imagine.
And a draw.
No goals from open play. Zero.
And these were the finalists in 2022.
And this is the team we were looking forward to seeing. We were looking forward to seeing the excellence of
The finalists in the
Of our
World Cup
boys.
of
World Cup
2020.
2022. But I think the problem is so much. Again, it goes to, okay, Sharp, his nose is broken. Like, I just feel there are so many subplots of these poster boys that they came to the tournament as poster boys. And I think they did too many ads as opposed to focusing on their football.
Okay, I'm going to argue with that because you're talking like I know I said we're here to bash, but now I'm defending because I feel bad. Carlos, before this tournament started,
Yeah.
you and I were talking about how we think that some of the smaller sides will perform and upset in this tournament because of the number of hours played by the superstar players during the season. We've been complaining about the number of minutes, the number of hours on a pitch for some of these superstar players who play in top sides. And I think it's proving itself. These smaller sides
So
are
we're
playing
blaming
beautiful
lethargy. Are we
football.
saying they are
I
lethargic?
think it's hard to play in a tournament like this of this intensity because it's been a terrific tournament. It's been
After
intense.
Champions League,
After Champions League games,
after
and
the
domestic league games and stuff, and also with this extra time rule where you've got 10 minutes, 12 minutes of stoppage
Stoppage
time
time.
at the end of a game.
Marco, me, I beg to differ, Marco. I hear what you are saying, but I beg to differ.
I'm just saying we said it before the tournament
Yes,
started.
ne?
That it could be a factor.
No, wait. Germany has players from Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, who went to
Bayern.
their respective finals, Leverkusen played literally every possible, the maximum number of games a team can play in Germany.
actually.
Actually, looking at Spain and Germany, they're the two good performers so far, and they're going to go head to head.
Yes, in the
On
next
Friday.
game, yes. Right?
I believe it's on Friday.
Yes, it's on
But also,
Friday.
Lenny, you can't rule out the fact that Germany is playing at home. That
It
12th
helps.
man,
But-
it's a
And we
turbo
talk about
charge.
it a
Also,
lot.
we're talking
Yes,
about
of
two
course.
young squads. Spain and Germany, out of the bigger sides, have fairly young sides.
But
You've got a guy
But
there
then
who's
who do
doing
you
his
have to
homeworks after
blame?
the games.
Yes.
He's doing
Yes.
Zoom school.
yes.
He goes there
Musiala-
after the game. He
16,
pulls
yes.
out his laptop. Hello, teacher.
Yes.
But on the same note, Jude is not that old.
Nah,
he's
he's
playing
training.
like outside of
He's playing
that-
like what?
But Jude's playing well.
Marco, he just scored a nice single goal. That's it. Marco.
I think that Jude's being failed by the setup.
I actually think that he's had a better game than everyone else on the pitch.
Jude has been lukewarm as
Marco.
well.
Jude Bellingham.
I think that he's been let down by the system.
That's what I'm saying.
So is Foden then.
So is the whole
I
England team.
agree. I
So
think
is the whole England team.
Listen,
he's also
we've all said
no.
it. When I saw Eze come onto the pitch for England, I was like, oh, I forgot he's there. I mean, this makes it easy.
There's only one.
It makes it very easy.
There's only one England player that has been decent thus far.
Who?
And it's Mino. That's it. The rest are rubbish.
He's been terrific, actually. But I think that the introduction of Mino helped just because Trent
was struggling there.
He's been struggling.
Yeah.
Trent is the most in-between player I've ever seen. He's not a defender. He's not a midfielder. He's somewhere in between. He's not a defensive midfielder like
gives-
Declan Rice.
He gives you a good game, and the next game is
He's got so much.
He's a
like,
good passer of the ball.
He's
That
a
you can't take away
fantastic
from him.
passer of the ball. He's got some terrific attributes, but then, like, where he fails, like, makes him awkward to place in a squad. And it's hard to see because Trent, you look at him as a player and you think, oh, it would be great to stick him in a side.
Okay, outside of the teams that are playing now, because obviously between Austria and Turkey, we'll know who's going to the last 8.
Yes.
Right? Scorecard out of 10. I just want to find out for you guys which team so far in the tournament has scored what? Marco, England,
4.
Switzerland.
Relative to who they should be.
No, in this tournament.
Because you see, they're hard to judge because it's probably a 7, but for them it's a 9.
Yeah, I don't know for you, the way you see them.
No, but it's hard to say because the
Just say
expectation on
three.
Switzerland, you have to say 9. But if you put them on an equal playing field with everyone else, it's a 7.
Okay, let's go with 7. Netherlands.
They played well today.
after today's game. Yeah.
They played well today, but they've been
And that's
poor.
what you need as a team. You want to pick at the right time.
So,
True.
See, and of all the teams that are there, basically in
Spain's the best one.
I say Germany.
Okay.
Spain and Germany are
Just rephrase your question properly because we're now with like I decide ways.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
who's
I'm taking free kicks unnecessarily.
I
Out of the
I
teams,
say Spain and Germany.
out of the teams that are left in the competition now,
Yeah.
well, there's 7. Well, there's 9, but it's gonna be 8 later tonight. Which one would you rate closest to 10?
It's Spain and Germany.
Nazo. And
And
without
then
fail.
Moleko, you look disappointed by that. So you-
Netherlands. I'll throw in Netherlands in there as
for
well.
today because of what they did.
Yeah.
But I think the scoreline flatters them a bit in today's game because 3-0 it wasn't 3-0.
And the interesting
Yo,
thing is,
Cody Kepko had a good game.
I think Netherlands played well, but I think the scoreline flatters them a little. It wasn't a 3-0 performance.
Does it feel like a 2-1?
Yeah, 2-0 maybe 1-0
Yeah.
would be fair. But Spain, I might sway Germany because I think they've had the most balanced side.
Without fail.
For me, I feel like Spain could get themselves in trouble if they don't learn how to be more pragmatic. I think that they were actually in danger in their last game, but
Yeah.
the quality shone through and they've got some serious quality.
But both Germany and Spain have been in a similar position where they were coming from behind.
True.
You know, and they showed championship mentality of
And resilience.
of grabbing the game, you know, and turning it around.
Do you think that
And actually, they really do live up. I mean, I said this last week. England, I thought was going to be, a big upset. I thought France was going to be a big upset. But they really did live up to the hype. Germany and Spain, they lived up to the hype.
Oh, I thought you
Proper
said
even.
England. I was gonna be
Nah,
like,
no my
hey,
fucking, no my way. Like, no.
Batum,
MF way.
family show,
I'm
family
sorry.
show. But
They
like,
really let me down.
again, England, like Ronaldo, like Jude Bellingham, like Mbappe, I don't want to give him too much airtime. They've just been horrible.
Masaka has not been bad.
The whole team has been,
Stay
except for
safe.
Mino, the whole team has been bad.
There hasn't been a wow moment by
moment.
England.
Yeah.
Except for the overhead kick.
Yeah, look.
I think it's
And that first goal, Bellingham in the first match was not a bad performance.
okay, let's look at just before we close up on Euros, and of course, once again, is the Pick Your Promo with Betway, where you can get the bet and get promo, the betting insurance promo. There's great aviator promos on the Pick Your Promo. So it's been a lot of fun to specifically take a promo and place that recommended bet on the promo and see how you do.
That's
And
what I
I've-
did,
I've really
Fred.
been enjoying
With this
it.
match, as much as the odds were not to the favor of Turkey, but what I did was say it is going to be both teams are going to score, but I said Turkey is going to score first. That's what I did.
In for it. In for the money.
Siyazi siphuza bani.
Puza wena this weekend.
No, namhlanje poison. Namhlanje. We're not
Okay,
wasting time.
before we close up on
Agri
Euros,
must clear first.
Oh yeah. you are right.
in terms of transfers, who we looking at that's like now a target after these Euros?
Sesko must stay in
Musiala?
Slovenia. Sesko was apparently linked with a move to Arsenal.
He would be a
Sasko
good
is
move.
good, eh?
I rate him.
But composure, boy, because if
but he's
But
young.
you must remember, Len,
He's
with
young
a
with
player
his
like
whole
that,
country on his shoulders.
Yeah, that's the point that I was about to make. That with a player like that, as young as he is, and getting to a team like Arsenal, where there's all this infrastructure. I'm just giving an example, Arsenal, right? Or Real Madrid, where there's all this infrastructure. It tends to elevate their games.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great signing.
look at Kai Havertz.
Yeah, hey, Len.
Hey, Mara, Kai Havertz was not having his best game.
No, he's been
He
one
missed,
of.
no,
No,
he
missed-
had
he missed
the worst.
opportunities,
He missed
but
opportunities.
he will do that.
Besides that, he's played well.
Yeah,
He will.
shame.
Kai Havertz
But-
will do that, but he will come out in a moment when you least expect it.
But don't miss those opportunities
fair.
against Germany because you're not going to have as many.
No, against Spain. I mean.
Against Spain, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
He thinks he's playing against Bournemouth. Don't worry. He will switch. He will switch.
Better.
He will switch.
For me, Calafiori from Italy, I think he's going to
Definitely.
stand out, and I think that there's going to be a lot of teams looking at him and being
The
like,
Georgia goalkeeper. It's a pity
Oh,
age
but
is not on
he-
his side.
he won La Liga goalkeeper of the season.
Yes.
Mamardov. How do you pronounce his name?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Mamardashvili.
But he's been the most scintillating goalkeeper at this tournament.
And Kadzadona from the Napoli player from Georgia.
We
We call him Kadzadona, Maradona. Because I can never get his name right. The ballers will correct me.
He is
of his actual name.
one of the leading top goal scorers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Terrific.
Yes.
But I think he's been hot property anyway with the performances he's put in for Napoli. The only thing is now Antonio Conte, the new incoming manager, has said he's not going anywhere because they've already agreed to let their Nigerian superstar, who we also give lots of airtime to let him go.
Oh, our other
yeah.
Spider-Man.
But the other thing is, at this Euros, we've been bashing a lot of countries, right? There hasn't really been except for the usuals, and I say usual, not even usual suspects. I think probably first time they're playing at this tournament. The Musialas of this world.
Oh, yes. He was
Yes.
excellent.
He's the next
He's
star. He's the
excellent.
next big
But
man.
he's already with a big team.
Lamine Yamal's also with a big
Yes,
team.
Yep.
he's also with a big
Nico
team.
Williams
Nico,
Oh, yeah, the
that's an
young man,
interesting.
yeah.
That's an interesting one.
he was a superstar
And
yesterday.
he's
He
only
was
21,
good.
eh?
Did you
D-Dope.
see that goal?
D-Dope, where's Leao playing? AC Milan.
AC Milan.
Well,
Again,
it's a big club.
It's a big club.
AC Milan is a big club.
I'm not disputing. Historically, they are a big club.
No, but he also signed a new deal, and
Yeah,
stuff, so he's not going
I don't
anywhere.
see him- I don't
he
see
could
him
have.
moving.
He could have made a move. Apparently,
Yeah, but
Man
he-
United were in for Leao. There was a rumor that Man United were looking at Leao, and then under Ten Hag's decision making, they went for a spinning top instead. So
D-Dope also mentioning Vitinha as well.
oh yes, he's at PSG though. So
Not going. It's big club.
yeah,
But yeah, basically the Euros not living up to expectations except for making some of us sleep late when it's not necessary.
If you were to compare the Euros to as the Euros equivalent to AFCON, right?
well, yes,
Ne?
yes, exactly.
Why would you
So-
compare? Why would you compare Mercedes-Benz to a Uno?
So which one is the Uno?
The
Euros?
The Euro.
Oh, because that's what I'm trying to say. Like
Get it
what?
twisted.
I was about to come for you.
Georgia Turkey was a terrific game, and this Austria Turkey game is looking very good as well.
Yeah.
I think it's the major sides are disappointing, much like in AFCON, where Morocco disappointed, where Ghana disappointed.
No, but there's one top-ranked team that didn't disappoint at AFCON, and that was Bafana.
Yep.
Well, they did at some in the semis, but like they were one of the most entertaining teams.
How far
I
did
agree, but-
Cameroon get?
But Spain and Germany are top ranked teams, and they're performing.
How far did Cameroon get? Because they were also like
Yeah, wasn't Cameroon out first?
exactly,
first
and they
stage,
were
group
also let
stages?
down.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
So, but guys, we did not give credit to Diogo Costa, man.
Give him.
My man, what a terrific performance! I saw before the game. There was a thing on Facebook of the 11 most disappointing players. Like they made a team, the most disappointing team at the Euros, and in goal was Diogo Costa. Before the game,
Who had egg on their face? The
Yeah.
guy who spent time designing that artwork.
Yeah, and Antoine Griezmann was there, and a few
Living
players
up
were
to
just
expectations.
Like, yeah,
But I just feel Antoine Griezmann maybe being played out of position, not getting. There's just a disjoint that the French national team have, and I just feel like a lot of these, the Didier Deschamps, the Roberto Martinez's of this world,
They run out of ideas.
the Gareth Southgates, it's like they don't know what to do.
They've
Is
run
that
out of
when-
ideas. I think
yeah.
Didier Deschamps has been there for too long now.
That's what I'm saying. Is that when we
'Cause-
start to introduce younger coaches? Is
If-
this the appropriate time?
Ooh.
I'm asking.
you know who had an opportunity to replace Gareth Southgate?
Who?
Jose Mourinho.
Sure.
And then he chose to stay at Roma, and that lasted 2 or 3 months after the opportunity to become England manager passed. And then Roma let him go.
I still think. I still think Jose can do well at the national level, because I think his man management it's a little bit old school, and I think that's why he's struggling a little bit with in the club football in recent years. I think he requires a national team where you don't spend much time with the players, and you come, it's 2 weeks camp, and then off you go.
And I think we see it with Ralph Ragnick, a scientist, being a manager of a national side, how well it works. And Jose Mourinho is a real scientist. He gives you a dossier of your job for every game.
Yeah.
So I think I agree with you completely. Jose Mourinho could be very successful. And I think that after his time at Fenerbahce now, depending on what other job opportunities come forward for him, if Portugal have a good young side at that time, he'll be very tempted to go be Portugal national coach.
Newcastle can always say, yo, my dog, we are back in the Champions League or in Europe. Come help us. Because I know I'm jumping to club
you
football
go?
now.
Yeah.
I don't see
Sure,
Eddie.
that's harsh on Eddie Howe.
I was going to say, I don't see Eddie Howe finishing this season
Top 4.
very successful. And remember, Newcastle are also still trying to balance their books because there's
minuses
an eagle eye on them there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that investment came just too late for Newcastle, because they could have spent big a few years ago and got away with it. Okay, moving on. So Euros wrapped up. Obviously, we'll keep bringing you some updates from the Turkey-Austria game as we watch it. Let's move along swiftly to... Tepi, are you ready for us?
Yes, let's do it, honey.
This is Around the World with Tepi Worldwide, brought to you by Betway and the Aviator game. Check it out on the Betway app now. Click on the Aviator game right away.
Okay, so the very first story, we are going to MLS, Super Sub's favorite place. South African Stars playing their trade in the Major League MLS hit good strides on Sunday morning after scoring their respective clubs. So we had Minnesota United and St. Louis City. They lost. Bongegu Hlongwane and Njabulo Bloma boys were on target respectively for their clubs. They did very well. So congratulations to them. A story that I wanted us to really jump into is Samuel Eto'o. We would know him to be Cameroon's Football Federation's head. And the story here, this is actually feedback because I did touch on this story a couple of months ago. Yes. And it says here that the interrogation of Samuel Eto'o comes 10 months after he was accused of involvement in match fixing by players. The president of Cameroon's Football Association or Federation had a session with a disciplinary panel of the Confederation of African Football, which is CAF, which happened Tuesday. There was no word on what was said and how he pleaded. The questioning took place behind closed doors. The allegations, you would recall, contained that Eto'o irregularly helped one club to rise to the top of the Cameroonian League 2 years ago. His accusers say they have supplied evidence pending the former Barcelona player by CAF. The match-fixing charge is not the only one that is bothering him. His accusers also say that they lodged a complaint with FIFA citing unethical behavior over ambassadorial deals he secured with a sports betting company. So, I mean, he clearly got his hands dirty, and it looks as though the cookie is going to crumble and the chickens are coming home to roost.
Yeah, you only
Very
partner with
disappointing from
Betway.
him.
Don't go elsewhere.
I think Samuel Eto'o has been hanging around Issa Hayatou for too long.
Safa.
Plus, they are countrymen, mustn't they?
Guys, when are we going to have a conversation about betting platforms are starting to become a big problem for players and management?
No, betting platforms are not a problem for players. Players know the rules that if you are signed to a team and you play professional football,
It's
you are
training.
not allowed to bet.
And we can see when you give your friend 10,000 euros and he's placing bets with your 10,000 euros, just because it's your friend's name on the bet slip,
It's
doesn't
make,
difference.
yeah,
We
we know better than those
We can't have
moves.
Tepi always playing with 2 rand on weekends. Next thing, Tepi is putting 50,000 rands on a game. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, so the patterns are there. So people just need to follow the rules, and that's that. Like, don't blame. Like, we do it, but we are not professional footballers.
We're podcasters.
Well, I'm retired, but like,
Are you having amnesia now? Is that age now?
no, I'm far from the Biden situation. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay, Biden.
So you know, we can do it. We love doing it, and the ballers love doing
And
it.
we're allowed to do it.
And we're allowed to do it.
Yeah,
you
should know.
You know, and like already as it is, we're gonna do our picks for the weekend for the quarterfinals of the Euros.
Yep.
But you can't be a professional footballer and on some tip you're doing this. You're not allowed to.
No.
It's the rules they clearly stated there. They are in your contract.
It's a big conflict.
Gift Real G saying Eddie Howe should replace Gareth Southgate. I actually
Is it?
like that. I actually
It's
like
not a bad
that.
But
idea.
didn't they
actually.
say that he's going to retire? He's too old now. Eddie.
No. He's a young manager. He's
No,
at
man.
Newcastle.
Who am I confusing? It's not Eddie. It's okay. I'll remember. Continue.
I
you
think I know
think
you.
about
The Crystal
Roy
Palace,
Hodgson?
Roy Hodgson.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
no,
gone.
yes,
he's
Roy,
retired.
not
He's
how.
finished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go play golf.
And
with-
then Neo Isaac saying players are what's wrong with players.
Okay, so I'm just going to go to the continent, South Africa, actually. This one is going to be a quick one. It's feedback. Once again, reports have emerged that the CAF has appointed a high-level independent committee that includes South African advocate Tembeka Nukaitobi to probe Jordan, for alleged violations and breach of CAF and FIFA. You remember it was a big story about him making money and it seems as though now the whole thing is coming to
That
bite
man
him.
is bulletproof.
Isn't that the lawyer Oak who
And, you know what's
was
funny?
defending SA at the ICJ?
Yep, that's him. He was part of the
The team,
The
right?
squad, yeah.
The dreadlocks Oak, right? Or the
Afro
like
guy.
your
Yeah,
hair
the
type
natural
guy.
type.
My hair.
No, ulali pushback mutho.
Oh, okay.
Carlos's hair. What are you crazy?
What he's saying, he's got a ponytail. yeah. So that's happening. And the story is that him and the former sports minister, who is now in trouble in hot water as well, Zizi Kodwa. Zizi Kodwa was unhappy about what was happening with Jordan, but now Zizi doesn't have much power. So Jordan is now, he's got his back against him.
Mabambe, he's gonna take him out. Don't worry.
Mabaham.
We've got a general there.
We've got a new minister of sports.
We've got
now.
a new minister of sports. He'll sort it out.
By the way, guys, thoughts on that?
He's a minister of sports and it's somebody who seems to be passionate about what they do.
Yeah,
So,
he even said drag racing needs to be a sport in the country.
it
Yeah,
kinda
stunt
is.
is not a crime, they say.
Yeah, motorsport has a long, rich heritage in South Africa that has diminished heavily over recent years. So why not celebrate South Africa's rich motorsport history?
Make it legal.
Yeah,
That's all we
look,
have
I
for you worldwide.
Yeah, no, legal drag racing is a good fun one. But we're here to talk football and more specifically, before we go to the rest of the African continent, there's another continent south of the
Of the
northern
Americas.
guys.
Of the Americas.
And they've got a little tournament of their own.
Why are you saying little?
That's very little.
It's very.
It's
It's
little.
not. It's big for
Why are you
them.
saying little, guys?
It just plays when the rest of us are supposed to be sleeping.
How many
That's the
teams are
biggest
there?
issue.
How many teams participate in that tournament?
The same as the Euros.
It's not little,
No,
guys.
learn.
No, I think it's 16.
16,
sorry,
bro.
16.
Not same
It's
as the
16.
Euros.
Yeah,
16.
kitchen, like,
So this is your Copa
Yes.
America Minute
Do.
with Mr. Doctor,
Yeah?
retiree, goalkeeper, Len Moleko.
Jomoso, aka Jomoso.
Honorary doctorate from
Yeah.
the School of
Bible.
ONSIDE ZA, brought to you
Yeah.
by Betway, where you get,
Get
away.
way
Way
more.
Yeah, Copa America currently on. Yeah, ish.
What do we say?
Ish.
USA
It's-
gone?
The US is gone. Mexico is gone out of the tournament as well.
Okay.
I've known Mexico to be quite a competitive team. What happened?
there's been a dwindle that has happened in Mexican football of late.
I think there's a lot going on in Mexico, even politically,
There's
with
always
the
a lot.
recent elections. 36
There's always been a
political
lot,
assassinations in an election. Mexico, there's always a lot going on. You're right.
Gunini, yeah.
But
They must stick to painkillers.
some good young players in that American squad, Len.
What?
Was there some left on your shirt or what? Huh? Colombia.
Oh, snap. The irony about it. Do you know who used to wear this jersey for Colombia?
Yebo.
us.
Escobar.
It was the late
Escobar.
Pablo Escobar, who was killed after scoring an own goal at USA 94.
I remember that.
So yes, there is some left on my shirt.
Yeah. Clearly, that's why he's so hyped.
And speaking about Colombia, they're playing against Brazil. Brazil all but through to the quarterfinals. I mean, Costa Rica would have to go on a scoring spree against Brazil, which I don't think is going to
I
happen.
don't see that happening. Mm.
So yeah, Brazil and Colombia definitely are going to be the two teams that get out of their group.
And Uruguay?
They've been fantastic.
Yes,
actually.
they've been stellar.
They've already booked a spot in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Of the
And Panama.
I was actually surprised with Panama.
Even me.
I never thought they even have football in Panama.
They've
Even
got
me.
money.
I remember.
And they've got nice hats.
And they've got papers.
Do you
Yeah.
do you remember in the 90s, Panama had a goalkeeper who took all their free kicks? I'll look it up.
Is it?
I'll look it up, but it was fascinating. They had like an incredible goalkeeper who was a real
What-
The
free kick
goalkeeper
expert.
from
Was
Panama
he
who
not
took all the free
Colombian?
kicks.
No,
it was the Scorpion King. He was Colombian. El Loco.
no. I remember that. That was fun. But it was
It says it's Emilio Martinez.
okay.
Yeah, it says goalkeepers, one of them referring to Emilio
I think
Martinez.
you'll get a highlight reel of that on YouTube. That's worth checking out. I remember
Okay.
it's in the 90s.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
But go on about.
But anyway, yeah, Costa
the
Rica's-
current.
Yeah, Costa
batch.
Rica is playing against Paraguay. They're in the same group. The two of them look likely to be going home. I don't know what happened to Paraguayan football because they used to have
Yeah, they used to be very
Bo
good.
Rocky Santa Cruz. Ne?
My apologies. I confused Panama with Paraguay's Jose Luis Chilavert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they
Panama,
both,
they're known for hiding stuff, man.
yeah, and
The
they've got
papers
papers
there.
there,
Yeah,
Chief.
no.
They've got
Yes.
papers. So, yeah, group games. The last group, Group D, is actually playing tomorrow morning. And then from there, on Friday, like with the Euros, then the quarterfinals are going to play. Argentina, who are amongst the
Yo,
favorites.
Martinez is firing in all cylinders for Argentinians. Is it Inter Milan? He plays for Inter, ne?
Yes, he
Yeah,
plays for
Martinez.
Inter. Yes, Martinez.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, he's scoring goals like it's going out of
Argentina's
fashion.
got quite a couple of.
Lisandro Martinez.
Yes.
He's hot property as well, but he's just signed a new deal with Inter, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
So
And he's still fairly young. I think he's he must be 25, 26.
talented player, scores a lot of goals.
Who I was surprised to see for Colombia? It was James Rodriguez. He's also still jamming.
You lie.
I kid you not.
He was a flash in a pan.
He's got 3 assists in the Copa America right now so far in the tournament.
Oh, good for him.
Wow, good
He's
for
one
him.
of those players that shows that you don't
Sign
eagerly sign a player because of an international tournament.
Yeah, no, he's a
Because Real
typical
Madrid
example.
went big for him,
and then
and it didn't work out.
Here we
That
are.
didn't work out.
So one
So
of I think Perez flops, eh?
Yeah, he's had more than we talk about, but it's because he's had so many successes that.
yeah, true. So the quarterfinals of the Copas for the ballers who don't want to wake up at 3:00 in the morning.
Brazil, Colombia.
I do because I'm watching American politics because I love Biden. Argentina's
Your age mate.
yeah, my age mate. I'm waiting for him to ask me about my golf handicap as well. Argentina's playing Ecuador on Friday. And then on Saturday, Venezuela is playing Canada. Surprised that Canada was actually able to make it to the quarters and the USA couldn't.
Don't you have matches tomorrow, Maleko?
Yes, I said tomorrow Argentina.
Oh, in the AM.
I'm sorry.
It's
tomorrow
Brazil
is-
and Colombia.
Yes, so the last
then
group
Costa
is
and
being
Paraguay.
decided tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the knockouts are starting on Friday.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So, of course, Argentina really looking like the favorites still to retain the title.
Yeah, because Brazil also have not been firing. And I'm starting
Mara
to...
Venezuela is not here to play either.
No, I think Colombia is the next best team
Is it?
that one has to be on the lookout for.
Okay.
I'm starting to gravitate towards the comments that were made by, I think it was Ronaldinho.
Yes, before the tournament
About how
started.
Brazil is not giving.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, there's no superstars in that Brazil team anymore.
You still don't say that.
Outside of Vini, Rodrigo,
Hendrick.
who
He's
hardly
young.
ever plays and he's young, there isn't really
There is, bro.
who?
Maybe they're
Douglas
not developing
Luiz.
them.
Paqueta.
Antonio.
Spinning top.
360.
But yeah, and if you look at Brazil, and Argentina, pound for pound in terms of the quality of players they have, Argentina comes out tops.
Yeah,
So
no,
there's a
definitely. They are
big
more
chance.
likely to retain this title, Argentina.
I think, but there is a Colombia that's hovering, and it's not because today I felt very Escobarish, but Colombia have been the business ever since they started.
Mara,
this
they don't
tournament
even
as
have a
well.
top goal scorer.
What do you mean?
In the log right now, Argentina, Uruguay, Venezuela, USA, Venezuela, it's already top 5 top goal scorers in Copa.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's a
but
team
like,
sport.
It's
They get it done
if,
anyway.
if we
As
look
long
at
as they're still in it, they can win it.
something like that, and also I think it's a case of if we look at Argentina, for instance, same group as they had formidable opponents, which is also surprising again with Canada. They were able to see off Peru and Chile for them to actually make it to the quarterfinals.
Canada have an impressive side. A lot of African contingent, much like France right now at the moment for Canada, like players who would have been able to represent African countries.
Oh, is it?
With many of them with refugee status, etc., at least in their family heritage.
I thought all Canada had was Drake.
No, friend. And actually, when I look at the squad, they are very dark, Shem. They are melanated.
Who's Doug?
The Canadian
Alfonso
squad.
Davis.
The Canadian squad is
Everybody-
melanated.
He's
It's North America. Everybody who's there is a settler.
But also, to be fair as well, I think I'm bashing Canada unnecessarily. To be fair, they also qualified for the previous World Cup.
They did. It's also true. Halftime, obviously, in Germany, rather, for Turkey, Austria. Turkey are leading 1-0 in the final round of 16 game of the Euros.
So yeah, that's pretty much the Copa America. Some games are yet to be decided in terms of who's gonna play who, because there are still matches that need to be played.
The group stage needs to conclude.
Needs to be
basically.
concluded. But as it stands, Argentina, Ecuador, like I said, Venezuela, Canada, Panama are still waiting for an opponent from Brazil and Colombia, as well as Uruguay is waiting for an opponent from the very same group.
Okay, so that was your Copa America Minute with Professor Len Moleko.
Professori.
Thank you. Moving on, let's bring it to our own continent.
The headache
Seeing
of
as
SA football.
Seeing as we've think, hey, there's news today. Hey,
It's a lot.
Oh my goodness,
Super, what did
there's
you
news
say
today.
earlier?
Kuning, you are
Kunini.
fit.
It's a lot.
Where do you even start?
We start in Pretoria.
let's start.
Chlorkop.
Not Soweto.
Chlorkop.
Okay, well, Soweto is easier because it's a low-hanging fruit.
But it sucks still. It sucks so bad.
What sucks?
The fact that Swallows now has been bought by, the status is bought by Marumo.
But we knew that was going to happen.
But it sucks still. It sucks.
But the taps are closed. Should we take it back there? We told you about the taps. Did we not tell her about the taps?
We did.
Aye, but it sucks. Yo, I'm
mean,
so waiting. It sucks that we're losing Swallows again.
But like, there's been a water crisis in
Kungena amanzi
Johannesburg.
endlini.
Joburg Water is doing maintenance. So the taps are closed.
Are closed. They're not dripping.
They dry.
Aye.
No, but like on the real though, Tim Sukazi was saying something earlier in the week about, I think the cost of running a football club runs to about 5-6 million a month. If you don't have that sitting there somewhere, you're not gonna
Yeah,
make
and
it.
we know that Mr. Marumo
At how much?
Galanti, his pockets are
Around
deep.
4 or 5 million.
Every month.
Aye,
just
but
as
why
a-
does it sound like he's
It's
stretching it?
just I think that's just salary of players and some admin stuff. Not the running, not the bus, not.
And then people blamed Joe Masono when he was driving that bus.
He's cutting costs, my man.
I saw watching.
When he was giving the players KFC.
But to be fair, like it's. I think there has to be some sort of I think you mentioned it, or it was Tepi who mentioned it in the previous episode. There has to be some level of vetting
There must
financially
be.
for anybody who wants to own a football club in South Africa.
I mean, people cook books every day.
That's fine. Mara, at least give us something.
But then you must see if you must investigate.
That's it.
Probably. I mean, guys, when you buy this team, I'm sure you do submit some financials.
Yes, but how? Well, remember, I was saying, but sustainability is in question here. But I mean, here we are. Swallows. I'm disappointed, Shem. Very disappointed.
It's sad. We knew it was going to happen. We were
what a
just
letdown.
It was coming.
We were
I
just-
think they were just holding fingers that they survive relegation so that they can get their money back.
pretty much. And
And
Marumo
they
was
can-
always willing to. I mean, Marumo is a willing buyer all
No,
the time.
Marumo and
Dylan Kerr has landed,
Is okay.
Dylan Kerr,
Oh yes,
Oh,
another
yes,
story
Dylan
is that he
Kerr.
might be going back.
he's going back. He
Yes.
has landed.
No,
he has
he's landed
announced.
in South Africa.
Yes, but he's going back to
Marumo,
Marumo.
yes.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we're done in Soweto. Are we going to Glorkop or what?
Oh no, so to Kevin Johnson. I'm surprised they actually got rid of him
Same.
altogether
But it was reported that he's going to development.
to their KAs.
So what was going to happen to Arthur? Isn't he there?
No, but Kevin Johnson was working at development.
Yeah, before he became first team coach.
Okay.
Well, interim.
Interim.
He was interim.
Yes.
It's like us getting Turf to come be interim for me on the show here because I'm sick somewhere. And then next week, you get rid of him altogether because, like, you don't like how he was presenting the show with you today.
But I think
That wasn't his job in the first place.
But I think with Kevin Johnson, I think probably he's got some offer somewhere, and I think he's gonna emerge somewhere. Watch.
But what did he do that was so exceptional that he got offers elsewhere?
He's
Well,
Kevin Johnson.
It's Kevin Johnson. He has not won
Yeah.
much in PSL, but
Yeah.
he's got experience in years. You know,
He's
that
built
he
up a
has
name for
served-
himself.
Yeah, that he has served teams. I mean, he's been there with Platinum Stars, I think, for the longest time.
Stars, yes. He was at Al Ahly.
He was assistant to Pitso Msimane at Al Ahly.
remember.
So I think that counts for something.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be a well-versed travel man on the continent and teams don't want you.
I mean now even Fadlu Davids
With Joseph.
with Joseph Zimbabwe.
And they did well in that league, hey?
There's talks that he's wanted almost everywhere. Simba, apparently they inquired about him as well. So
Would be a good move for him.
to be a good move, you know. So he hasn't won any trophy as a head coach himself, but being part of structures that works and achieving something within those structures does boost your CV.
Ask everyone who Pep Guardiola's ever worked with.
Exactly.
Did we speak about the players at Chiefs who were pretty much let go? 'Cause I see Dolly apparently is closing in on SuperSport United.
Okay.
Sitebe. Is it Sitebe?
Yeah, it's Teve, yeah.
I think he's looming somewhere in KZN.
Oh, is it?
Amazulu.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the others. But yeah, outside of that, that's the only activity happening at Chiefs.
Yeah, but there've been many farewells.
The Nabi, he got whipped. So you'll come take his position probably by the end of the week.
Yeah, I should land anytime.
We've spoken
probably
about
gonna
Nabi.
have a week to rest. Probably sometime next week.
Okay, let's quickly do housekeeping because like time is not on our
Kanti's
side.
also gone, right?
But Chief have needed a shuffle. Kaiser Chiefs have needed a shuffle.
They had one.
But they've needed another shuffle now.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Look, I think
Njabulo
what is gonna
Mngcobo's
happen next
gone.
season, it's probably gonna be good for Kaizer Chiefs. I don't see them battling the way they did this season. Honestly speaking, the structures that they're putting in place, I think, will help them a long way.
Sikukune
Hey,
also hired a German.
Hey,
it's like a new team. It's coming in.
Yeah.
They've hired a German as well. Yeah.
hey.
So
Pizza Haibala.
they're trying to cook.
13 players gone.
Yeah, they opened the door literally. Like
But
Is
a
this
player-
one of those things where you've enjoyed relative success And you think this is now your opportunity to really grow?
I
Is it
think
not
Because
premature?
do you not think that Skikune performed perhaps above expectation this season?
They really did punch above their weight.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is this a bad decision that like you're going to destabilize what has been relative success, or is it let's take advantage of the success and grow?
Stelly's punched above their weight. You don't see their door revolving.
Fair,
Yeah, probably it is, but not at the pace that Skokune's one it is.
that's for sure.
It's an entire squad.
But again, there's a number of teams who did that. TS Galaxy also got rid of a number of players.
But land 13.
Yeah, TS Galaxy I think was about 7 or 8, including both the likes of Bernard Parker as well.
Yeah, but Bo Bennett Parker, yeah, at least he's gone to the development, isn't it? Women for young.
They said he was released. I don't know if he was released going to development or
Yeah, it
released.
was reported that he's gonna take on development
back
at the
somewhere
roles.
else.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause-
wait for confirmation.
well,
Because
sometimes
it's
clubs
the
says
ones.
those things, and players are not ready to hang up the boots. You know, we've seen with Kaizer Chiefs with Kune that he was gonna take some role within the structures of Kaizer Chiefs,
Is that
but
still
it does
happening?
look like it's gonna come out somewhere. It looks like it's gonna continue playing.
But Akira Nabi is gonna come and he's gonna say, okay, cool, this is who I wanna work with. We're not, Lapa side, what in. So there's still those structures that are gonna be changed up. I mean, Pirates also got rid of a number of players.
Yeah, they did. I was shocked with some of the players that left.
Makaringe, I was shocked, to be honest.
Makaringe, I think it was coming. I don't think he really lived up to his expectation. I think the one that shocked me the most is today's one.
Vincent Bule.
Vincent Bule. I
Yep.
think, yes, he did not feature much the past season. I think in the beginning, I think he had an injury, if I'm not mistaken.
At the start of the season, I think he had an injury.
Yes.
And
But
then I think that was followed by a crime incident that happened to him.
that
Did
was
something happen to Bule?
Mutetwa.
No.
Who got
Vincent Bule
hijacked.
was the first one in the south. He was the first one to be hijacked in the south.
Is it?
Shame, man.
Yes, before the
Mutetwa.
incident that happened
The
in the
goalkeeper.
East End.
Yeah, the goalkeeper, right?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, no, so I was shocked with that one. But yeah, they need to rebuild, you know. I think they're looking at,
But they kept him.
taking Sundown on,
Yeah.
you know.
We're gonna get there. But there's probably many suitors that are gonna go in for Vincent Bule. I mean, he's quality player.
He's a quality player.
Gavin Hunt is probably there doing this.
Yeah, disciplined as well, and I think it's one
Because
thing
he does come from Vets, right?
Yeah, it comes from Vets. He came with the likes of
Boben.
when they came through Boben
Ben
Motswari
Motswari,
and
yeah.
all of that. Yeah, they were at Vets.
Oh yes, after the sale of Vets, correct? Of Bidvest.
Vincent, I'm not sure if it was.
When was it?
Vincent was.
I think
with
before.
Before?
It was before, because Vincent is with Pirates. He was with Pirates for the past 6 or 7 years.
6 years.
Is it 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been there long.
So if you count 6, he got to Pirates 2017 or 2018.
Yeah, no.
That season. So that's pretty much that. Are we done in Soweto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go to Pretoria?
Can we get on the N1?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done in Soweto.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Supersport United, Chandray Campbell burst onto the scene.
Yeah.
What a talent.
Yeah.
And rumored to be joining Club Brugge, a team with
Nice for him.
Champions League heritage.
Yep.
Are Club Brugge competing in the qualifying rounds ahead of this season's Champions League?
They should be.
They normally are. Let me
wait,
look it up.
Bruges. I don't want to confuse myself. Was Percy at Bruges or was he at Anderlecht
He was at
was Bruges.
Bruges.
with Vincent Company?
I don't know who he was with, but I know he was at Bruges.
Okay, they've not qualified for Champions League,
No, man.
but they will be in European
Remember the
competition,
team
it
that
seems.
Vincent Company was
Anderlecht.
coaching? Was it Anderlecht?
Anderlecht. Yeah.
Oh. But Bruges is the rival to Anderlecht.
Yeah, one of
In
the main
the-
ones, with Royal
in the
Antwerp
Bel-
also being one of the
Yes,
major,
in the-
and Genk.
And Genk is.
And Ghent in recent years.
Okay, but Club Bruges is like
Yeah.
it's like a big thing in Belgium.
played for
because
both,
Club
remember?
Brugge is the only Belgian side to ever compete in a European Cup final.
But Percy played for both.
Bruges and Anderlecht.
And
Yes. He was loaned out
He
to
was
Anderlecht.
loaned out to Anderlecht from Brighton.
Yeah, from Brighton. First
Brighton
loan was
and Hove.
Club Brugge, and then second
Second
loan
loan
was
was Anderlecht.
Anderlecht.
Wait,
Right.
Club Brugge he went because
That was his first season because he didn't have the visa to play in Brighton
there was that
when they
weird,
were in the championship at the time.
there was that weird team in the second tier division that he was playing for that is owned by Club Brugge, I think. And he played for that team, and then he performed, and then that's when he went to Club Brugge.
Oh yeah, he played for Union.
Yes, Union. You're
Union,
right. Yes.
yes.
Because that's when he ended up playing in the Champions League. Was
Yes.
it for Anderlecht or was it for
No,
Brugge?
It was
for when he played Champions League, it was Club Brugge, the one that were blue and black.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to get my ducks in a row.
Yeah,
but
that
Club
thing.
Brugge, proper side, it's a name that has it's they can hold their own in Europe in terms of like that stature. I'm not saying on the football field, but because Chandra is going there, he will help them a lot.
And speaking of Tau, the story is that they are willing to get into talks to let him go.
He just
It's-
signed a contract now. He
Yes,
just-
he signed.
Exactly.
There were
Remember
talks
he
that he-
renewed a couple of months
Yes.
ago.
That's right.
Yeah. But they're saying that the supporters are the ones that were underwhelmed by his previous season's performance.
Yeah,
And the
those
coach is saying he just might.
the supporters must.
Right?
Egyptians are like the English.
Yeah, no, they
The sense of entitlement they
think
have.
Football belongs
Well,
to them.
here's an article from the South African revealed the amount Kaizer Chiefs would have to pay for Percy Tau.
How much?
I'll
Yo,
have to open the. But
Yo.
how's that for a rumor?
Yeah, no.
yo.
I heard they were inquiring about if.
But he says he wants to go to Europe, miss.
Initially, it was believed Al Ahly were looking to offer Tau a bumper contract extension. This
Bumper,
as a
not just a-
reward for the form he showed
No, wait.
in the previous season. Tau still has more than a season left on his contract at Al Ahly, with much confusion still reigning over his future. Right now, it's believed that two clubs in the Middle East, Al Khulud and Al Weda, are leading the race. Tau has apparently ruled out Chiefs, citing a move abroad to be his preference. But ultimately, the decision falls on who meets Al Ahly's price tag. 36 million rand is the estimated price tag for Percy Tau. That's a hefty sum.
It
I
is.
have to sign.
He is a player with a lot of talent, and he has performed for Al Ahly in many ways, I think. And Al Ahly have enjoyed a lot of success with him in the ranks.
Even in cash.
30,
Yeah.
30 what? 36?
It
He's
says,
36.
36 million.
Yeah.
It was 30.
Aye.
No,
It's between
30.
32 to 36 million.
Nah,
Al
that was
Ahly
still a
probably
baby.
involved a transfer
No,
fee of 33
age-wise, he's
million.
still a baby. I thought you were
He's-
saying 36 in terms of
No,
age.
he's 30 years old.
Yeah, but 36 million, it's a lot of money.
Kuningi, ne? And approximately he makes 18 million annually.
Yeah, so for him to move somewhere,
Yeah.
they'd have to
It's not gonna,
represent
Chiefs
an
is
offer
not gonna
that
pay him that much.
Nah.
And again, I think it makes sense for him to move from Al Ahly to just near the Middle East. Yes, I know I said the league is stupendous and not in a good way, but it's within the conditions that he's already been accustomed to for
accustomed
so
to, yeah.
long.
for a while now.
Yes.
Or you can just move across.
The Nile.
Yeah.
If he's not in denial.
Yeah.
Aye. Well, there'll be money in it for him. Right. So the big story out of South African football today.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
is
It's
It's a
colossal.
successful manager. Whether we saw it coming or not, it's big news now that it's confirmed.
Unbeaten run in the
Not
entire
confirmed.
season.
It's not
Rumor has
confirmed.
it.
Rumor.
Until Sundowns tweet and say goodbye.
But we know.
Okay, let's speculate.
At this point, we
let's
know.
speculate.
Okay, let's speculate.
Let's do that.
Is
What
this-
would be the reasons why he'd want to leave if that is the case?
The sun is setting on sunshine.
I think that it can only be relationship issues.
I think he's not happy about maybe his ability to let go or keep players, just that dynamic. I don't think he has
You see-
enough control.
The notion of, and more so going to the extent, the notion of having a TD or a SD, TD being
Technical director.
technical director, SD being a sporting director,
Correct.
right? Oh, yes. Is that it's something relatively new to South African football.
Yes, and Sundowns are the pioneers really in that space of creating.
Screamer has been. What are you saying? Screamer has been there.
No, but in the
Trot Muloto, what was Trot Muloto at Mamelodi Sundowns?
He was just the guy who was there. He didn't tell the coaches what to do.
My man, the thing is, those roles have always been there, but they were not named TD or SD. That matter.
So it was like a queue marshal who was not officially hired to marshal the queues at Brie.
But he's there.
But he's there, marshalling the queues.
And then they stay long.
Look, I think from an official point of view, right? Yes, we didn't have, like you say, those positions were here. And when you are a coach and suddenly there's a person who comes and tells you that, yo, this is the plan. We're gonna go to Austria for preseason. I'm gonna get rid of your BFF. That one.
It doesn't matter who, but
Doesn't matter who the BFF is.
Yeah.
And this is what you're gonna have to work with. And if you see Coach Rulani on the sidelines and just the passion that he has when in match press conferences and whatever he doesn't look like somebody.
He's got a pep in his step all the time.
He doesn't look like somebody who's easily
Controlled.
not controlled. Somebody who takes too kindly to being told how to do things.
He's
That
not.
I agree.
He doesn't like being instructed.
He's not a work
He's
over.
the instructor.
Yes. So yes, you can pay the player one. I don't care. You can pay him 1 million, but it must be the player that I want.
I agree.
Don't bring me. Or maybe it also goes to. Let's look at it this way. Apparently, Allende is leaving. Apparently, Gaston Sirune is already
gone.
left. Bongani Zungu gone. Onyango gone. Kutumela gone. Maybe there's two or
But
three.
those are surplus to requirements.
So
but
why
an
is
exception.
Mokoena Super Sub? What did you just send? Please explain this picture.
So,
Decipher it.
it looks like Tebogo Mokoena has just posted in his status on Instagram a picture of himself hugging Coach Rulani
With a heart.
with some love there. So it does look like our speculations could be that.
Okay, he's
Rulani
going,
is
guys.
gone.
It's fine.
So
Closest.
who replaces him? Is the next question.
Who wants
Coach
to take?
Mangoba?
Unako in the comments here. It's a shame we don't have a Fabrizio in Africa.
Hey.
Now we just speculate.
No, we
That's
do.
it.
No. That story was actually broken early this morning by
But the
Super
towers
Geno.
there.
By Super Geno Mazola Molefe. So he's got the Fabrizio thing. He's been following, and this is not something that happened yesterday, by the way.
Yeah.
This has been brewing.
Yeah. But
It has
we
been
seem
brewing.
to be on the verge now.
Yes, because
At
I
the
mean,
precipice.
because I get the team. Most teams have gathered back for start of preseason, checking if how many Chisanyamas did you go to, if the weight has come in, So they're doing like medical checkups and stuff.
And if you've been taking painkillers and
If you've been taking painkillers and stuff,
or Zameleg.
So a lot of teams are coming back. So Coach Rulani did not report to the HPC in Pretoria on Monday yesterday when Sundowns was scheduled. Well, when Sundowns was there, not scheduled to be there because they were there.
But I hear
I've
he's
got
going to be
question,
taking a
Len.
sabbatical.
Huh?
But he's going to take a sabbatical.
Which was sabbatical were in South African football.
Drankensbeek kai. Super Sub?
I was saying, Len, you always say that a good dancer knows when to leave the stage. Could it be that Rulani has danced enough in the Mamelodi stage?
Not yet. He has not achieved
He
what
still
he
wants-
wanted, which is winning the
He still
Champions
wants the
League.
Champions League.
That's it. He did not win that.
He still wants the Champions League. And it's character-wise, right? You look at him, and if this thing was a thing of like, yeah, I've been here for too long, Mangoba could have easily said, actually, like, I've also been here longer than you have. I might as well leave.
We saw Pizza find pastures anew after success at Sundowns, away from South African shores. Could that be the option that for Rulani? Do you think he'll have offers available
Well, definitely.
elsewhere on the continent,
It's
especially?
going to start with the continent. Teams like Simba SC are looking for a football
Al-Ahli
manager.
can be in
You
for
know,
him as well.
Yeah, there's a
Being the
lot.
coach.
I mean, if AS Far now
AS5 is missing a coach.
it's missing a coach, So I think
Yeah.
Rulani might also have a look at it and it's like, maybe it's time for me to explore other things and actually make a name for myself and show the world that I am actually a good coach. Because there's always for as long as he's there at Mamelodi Sundowns, there was always going to be this thing of, is
but
he
it's
really
easy
that
at
good?
Sundowns.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because there's always been other titles he's won them as a co-coach. This is basically his first title as a lone coach, So I think he might want to prove a point.
But then again, obviously, like you said, or like we have been speculating in that relations are probably not going well with the powers that be above him. He wants to dance the whole show, one man. And again, you look at it from what I was saying earlier on, like when Coach Steve was there, Coach Steve and Coach Mangoba never said, like they were not allowed to talk. Right? Even on the bench, you could see there was some level of disconnect. Mangoba and Steve would probably be sitting together. Now it's Mangoba and the other guys. And then Rulan is there. He's the one who's like conducting the choir.
But I get it, everyone knew exactly what their job was there. Mangoba knew what he was there for. Coach Steve knew what he was there for.
Yeah, I'm still, a coach like Mangoba is a good coach. And I said this before. I don't understand why he remained at Mamelodi Sundowns just to be an assistant to Rulani.
But I agree he was
sacked after Orlando Pirates' defeat.
No, but I was saying he was primary coach.
He was demoted, not sacked, rather. Yes. Sorry. He was demoted from co-coach to an assistant coach.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Let me throw a cat amongst the pigeons. Sundowns, Zimbabwe, and Fadlu. If they go in for them, would that be a good move?
Zimbabwe has been, he's got a proven record. He's done well at Pirates.
Not well enough because Sundowns were wiping the floor.
Yeah, Mara, okay, who else then?
No, that's what there was a rumor about former Al Ahly coach. I just forgot his name.
They're not gonna. I doubt they're gonna go local. I pretty much doubt they're gonna.
Do you think they're
local.
gonna go to South America?
I don't know, but I doubt they're gonna go local.
It's gonna be a European coach.
Which there's gonna be like a proper influx of European.
Oh, Turkey just got a second goal. Sorry, we digress.
And that should be Turkey through.
That should be a nail in the coffin.
That sleep ruined. Anyway, as we continue with local football.
Yeah, so I was saying like if they
they'll face the Netherlands, Super Sub on Saturday, Turkey. Netherlands played very well today. I think Turkey have been very impressive. The only game I thought that they really struggled in.
It's a double for him, eh? It has to be.
Look it up for you right now.
Anyway, as we carry on with what's happening locally, yes.
What else?
Yeah, no, we're still on the issue.
Man, R.I.P. to Justin Shanga.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
so young.
So young. I mean, only 27. 26 or 27. I can't remember. But
it's 27.
27.
Yeah, I mean, still he had the entire career ahead of him.
Still about 9 years left.
What happened?
After a short illness
in
hospital.
Okay.
So they haven't really divulged what really.
Yeah.
So we shall wait for the Zambian FA to give further details.
May his soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Former Bafana.
Condolences.
He was a Chippa as well at some point, right?
Yeah, he left Paris, went to Chippa with Mulenga.
And then he went to Sikuku. Was it Sikuku no Marumo?
Somewhere in Limpopo. Can't remember.
Speaking of Chili Boys, guys.
And then he went, I think, was it somewhere in Asia? He was playing then as well.
Is it?
And then he came back and he played for... Isn't there a team called the Zambia Police Force? And it's a team.
I'll Google it.
Because I know there's a Lesotho Defense Force and it's a team that plays in the Lesotho League.
I want to see this.
And it's from the military.
Darling,
that's a bit I don't know.
Yes, friend.
You had news for us on Chili Boys.
Yes, Chili Boys, guys. Barry Andile Jali is moving there.
Rumor has
Once
it.
again, speculations.
Yes, rumor has it. It's the transfer window.
Quality signing.
It will be a quality signing.
Would it be good for him to I don't understand.
Who's going to take him right now? Give me one club that can take him.
Yeah, at his
from
age.
From Swallows even.
No, at his age.
How old is he now?
It has to be 31, 32.
His real age or his soccer age?
The age that is registered there on the web.
No, I'm just asking because I don't want to...
34 years old.
I don't want to cast aspersions.
He's 34.
34 in South African football is too old. Unless if you are Voyomere.
Yeah, or you are...
Oh, Kimang.
Itumeleng is 35.
What about Temba?
Temba's 33.
Oh, you are Parker.
Parker is 36. Is he not?
Temba's one is 34.
Yeah.
Tembazwane is older than Andile Jali.
Timazani has made good decisions
But
when it comes to
also,
his football
Marco,
career.
remember you can't with Marco with Tembazwane, it's a different story. He's been in one club for a while now.
He made good decisions.
He's made good decisions.
Yeah.
And
And he sustained it.
I still say the biggest mistake for me was Andile Jali leaving Mamelodi Sundowns.
But did he leave Mamelodi Sundowns?
He acted in a way that led them to let him go.
No, but also you must remember, rumor has it, I think he left Sundowns because there was probably some level of toxicity after a certain individual left Sundowns.
Nah, my man, that's not your father.
Okay.
What name? Why are you not naming names?
It's a family show.
It's not his father. You can't let your you can't make professional decision based on that.
But
that is childish.
But like that's the kind of relationship they had.
So you will live.
Mara, then why did he not move gay? Didn't his father go to Lemonville?
Go to
Lemonville.
Yeah, but there was by the time he went there, the transfer window was closed. Yes, he's a free agent, and
Yeah.
Mama to adlali, she doesn't just sign.
Okay. I'm going into the comments because I want us to wrap up on this soon. Neo Isaacs talking about Turkey having one of the younger sides in the tournament. They've been absolutely stellar. And I'm a big fan of Ardagula, who's just managed to win a free kick for his side and waste a little bit of time. And he's a real class act.
Game management.
And Neo Isaacs also saying, watching this game without any commentary from Tepi is very sad. I could just hear her shouting, come on! And actually, with that news, we have a little announcement. Next week, Tuesday, the 9th of July at 9 p.m., your normal on-site time, we will be doing a watch-along of Portugal versus whoever wins between Spain and Germany. Yes, I'm that arrogant. Yes, I think we'll beat France. So join us on Tuesday, the 9th of July.
Don't excite me,
next week, July. Of course, I'm joking. It will be either France or Portugal against either Germany or Spain. And we'll be doing a watch-along with you next week for that semi-final fixture for the Euros, the big semi-final, let's be honest, because the other semi-final will be between England or Switzerland and then Netherlands or Turkey. So that is really the prime semi-final, and whoever wins that one will be expected to go on and win the whole tournament.
Are we doing picks, guys?
Betway picks.
Yes.
As we wrap up the show, let's go through the fixtures. Guys, what are we thinking? Seppi, darling.
Okay.
We're
Spain,
looking
Germany
at
is going to be the toughest one, the one I'm looking forward to watching, but I still believe that Germany is going to take this one. Blacko?
German.
Super sub?
Vorsprung des Technik.
Thank you, VW.
No, wrong car.
Okay.
But no, technically you're right. But like, no,
I
it's
agree.
Audi.
Oh,
So,
Audi. Oh.
because it is Betway picks, I will go Germany or draw because I do think Germany will progress, but I think it might be after extra time. It's going to be a very tough affair.
Okay.
I think that Germany's home advantage and their ability to be more pragmatic than Spain will give them that extra edge against the Spanish giants, who are looking formidable and will be winning trophies in years to come, I believe. This Spain squad. I think they really will be contenders for World Cups and Euros again in years to come, like we witnessed back in 2008, 10, and 2012. As Austria pull one back, it's now 2-1 in this fixture. Game on.
Guys, I want to sleep. Yo,
Next fixture.
Hi.
On the same day, 9 p.m. fixture, Friday night, Portugal are taking on France.
France will win.
Nah, I see Portugal winning.
2 own goals.
I wish they could not start Cristiano. I wish I would have the
If
team
Portugal
without
don't
him.
start Cristiano Ronaldo, they will win.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I could not play him for a bit, give him a breather, and let the boys really
The
shine.
game that Cristiano Ronaldo was supposed to take a breather on was that third game.
The Georgia game.
Yeah,
But I think they wanted to get him scoring goals, and it didn't happen against Georgia.
Because I think he's got 13 goals in in the Euros, so he wants to literally put that record on a position that nobody's gonna smash. It.
Unattainable.
Yeah,
But like-
he's well past.
Then he's left with France to do that. Then he's gonna play then.
Yeah, so I think that more so than saying Ronaldo wanted records and stuff like that, I think that him and Roberto Martinez thought this was the opportunity, this was the easiest game, was Georgia, and it turned out to not be that way, for him to just get in the feeling of scoring goals, and then, as we know with strikers, as goals start to flow, it becomes easier to get more of them.
So what's Tepi's pick?
Portugal.
Portugal.
Len,
Len
France.
says France.
Okay.
When I
But
My
remember,
my heart says Portugal.
I'm going to go Portugal or draw. Once again, just to save me from the Betway picks that hit me. I think Portugal will progress, but I'm not certain it will be in the 90 minutes. So as a Betway pick, remember to do the 1x2 Portugal or draw.
The masked striker will be on song like a masked singer.
He has to take on Pepe.
He's going to be a ninja turtle.
Easy.
He's quick. Yeah, Portugal will have to defend deep. And I think Portugal, what they've not had to face so far in this tournament, and I think Portugal have played well. They've had 67, 68% average possession across the tournament. They've played well, but they've played against teams that are sitting back. And this will be the first game that they play against a team that's not going to sit back against them. And that might play into their hands.
Yeah, and this is the team that they managed to overcome at home in the final.
This is neutral ground. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, no. I mean, people, we are not agreeing. King saying Ronaldo should not play second half. Noah Isaac saying Messiano is starting that game. Gift Real G saying Portugal, France is just not in it. Jim and Black also saying France, another 1-0 win. Trust me.
Own goal.
Interesting.
I won't argue with that. If France win this game, they'll win 1-0 by own goal.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
no, like I said, it's going to be one own goal.
Yeah.
How much poetic justice will it be if that own goal is scored by Ronaldo? Or is he going to cry for the whole game?
Hey, you want to ruin a great of the game, yeah, Len Moleko.
I'm just asking.
He's not going out like Zidane with a headbutt.
Hey, that was bad. Eh?
Remember that?
Italy 2006.
Yeah, against Marco Materazzi.
Yeah.
But
what did Marco say?
Hey, something about his mom, apparently. But
And his sister.
yeah, something along
I don't
those
care
lines.
where
And
we
then
are.
there was
You don't-
violence.
You don't say that. You're going to catch a head.
Yeah, you're gonna
Catch a head into the chest. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
definitely.
okay, you're going to catch hands, boy.
Yeah, no.
And there was no hair there to cushion the blow.
But I would have waited for the tunnel because I'm the ghost.
England against Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Sure, quick answers.
Swiss, the chocolate is nice. It's better than spaghetti.
It tastes better than spaghetti.
Better than fish and chips, though.
All
Not the
day, every day.
English. Mashed potatoes and
Determination
and
versus a team without a structure.
If Gareth Southgate doesn't change how this works, if he doesn't bring in Anthony Gordon, who's gone all the way to Germany, shame he could have been on holiday, but he goes to Germany to fall off of bikes. Anthony Gordon or Eze don't come in to that squad and allow Phil Foden to play centrally and assist Harry Kane in the way that we saw the player of the season in the Premier League, by the way.
of being a left wing.
By the way, the player of the season in the Premier League being played out of position.
No, wait. Let's go for this. And that's why I'm saying, for me, Switzerland are going to win this game. Player of the season in England, nowhere to be seen. Top goal scorer in Germany, nowhere to be seen.
In Europe.
In
Star
Europe,
boy of-
actually.
Star boy of Spain.
Star boy of Spain.
Ballon d'Or favorite along with Vinicius Jr.
Arsenal's best player of the season,
Saka.
nowhere to be seen.
Went to left back.
You don't have a choice. You know, the only best player in England right now is Ben White for deciding not to be part of the national team.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow, that's harsh, bro.
Okay. Dang.
Not Kobe Manu.
Guns blazing.
So you think Jack Grealish is sitting there like,
he's in the field like, yeah.
That is the real big omission, because if Jack Grealish was on the left wing for England and Phil Foden central with Jude Bellingham partnering with Declan Rice in midfield, I think that England would be far more formidable.
Because we always kept saying that England, look at their attack. Yes, on paper it looks potent.
Yep.
Right? No lies there. But
Gareth Southgate stifled them. That attack's not free to attack.
like The guy plays with a handbrake. That's handbrake football.
My man, that guy he showers with a life vest, my man.
You know,
Gareth Southgate. He's scared of
What is
everything.
this?
it's like
Come on, man. Take a chance.
He doesn't. And then remember we were actually talking about it. Like, you know, he does not. England is just this. He's got so much stars on his
It's a
disposal.
letdown.
He does not.
Best squad at the
It's a
tournament.
letdown.
Best,
Disappointment.
best squad at the tournament.
but
On
But
paper.
playing some of the worst football.
Yeah, no.
and
Okay.
they've got the players. They've got,
Okay.
and he needs, like, if I were him against Switzerland, I would actually make a bold statement.
And do what, Len?
But that's
Drop.
why- okay.
I will drop Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham.
They will they will eat him alive.
But
No,
they're
I
still
feel
gonna
like,
eat him
I feel
alive
like
if
Bellingham
he loses.
has had a better
Yeah,
because
performance
it's gonna
than
be
Kane.
like, but why did
He'll
you
be
keep him on the
celebrated
field?
if he wins.
It will be, but if he loses,
Either or, guys,
they
this
will
is-
say, why would
That's
you
it.
leave a German top goal scorer on the bench?
Okay,
Like, if
super
you're a
sub.
manager, no. Len. If you're a manager,
Super sub. Look at it this way. Wait. I think this is where you're missing me.
okay.
Ne? He puts them on. They go and lose. He will be crucified on some. Why did you keep them on? Because these guys have not done anything since the start. of
But
the
then
tournament.
who took them?
Wait,
who took
wait.
England to the last 16?
The two lucky goals. The England fans were still not.
But those goals are coming from the guys that you're saying he must sub. Which manager would do that, Len?
Okay, listen to me. That's scenario one. Scenario two, ne? He takes them out, they lose. Either way, he will get crucified again.
He has to win.
So
For me,
But
I've
what
already
I'm saying,
given you
Marco-
I've given you the game plan. Foden behind Harry Kane, someone with some pace on the left, and Saka with some pace on the right, and be more enterprising. Let Jude Bellingham run box to box
In the middle.
and have Declan Rice cover only.
But what about Manu then?
Where's the kid?
Manu must wait his chance.
The Bopama. Where are Bopama?
Cole Palmer he plays in Foden's position. He plays at number 10.
Yeah, I mean, I did mention that. I think he should have given him some minutes, especially.
He should. I think that when if Foden's not firing against Switzerland in the first half-time, bring on Cole Palmer. He can make the game happen.
Yeah.
But I think that you need to play full Foden. I think you need to play him behind Harry Kane. And I think that Eze on the left wing for me, or Anthony Gordon on the left wing for me with Saka, and then you use Jude Bellingham to partner with Phil Foden, do some interchanges, be more enterprising against the Swiss side that's not nearly as strong.
Enterprising by who?
So
Southgate.
wait,
That's the thing I'm saying. This is the game plan that he should go for.
Voyo Chemes on the comment is saying that you should start with your best players.
Okay.
Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham have not been your best players.
So Ivan Toney ahead of Harry Kane
Why not?
because he's Harry Kane.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Marco,
But
there is no
what
sane
has he
manager.
offered?
Len, there is no sane manager that's going to go drop a top goal scorer of the season.
Southgate is not sane anyway.
Listen, Harry Kane just scored the previous game. Jude Bellingham just scored the previous game. They're the reason England, they are where they are right now. No sane manager is going to drop them. Not a chance.
Against Slov. Like,
Okay.
Gift Real G, I agree with you. Gareth Southgate, hopefully he gets the York City job soon. Okay, I'm backing England to overcome Switzerland, but again, might be over after extra time and penalties. And then we still imagine it will be Turkey who will be facing off in
both teams
the
to score.
last quarterfinal with the Netherlands. And well done, darling. Good predictions.
whoever wins between Austria and Turkey will win against the Netherlands.
The Netherlands that I watched today, I think they're picking at the right time.
The Netherlands.
I
eh?
think that the Netherlands have the one thing I like about the Netherlands, and I've said they've not been performing well, but I think they'll win the fixture against Austria or Turkey, is they have a plan B.
Which is?
Mostly Wout Weghorst. But like they can, if it's not going their way, they can change their game plan and just boot long balls up to a Wout Weghorst or someone. If it's not working with the players that they start their game with, it works. And we've seen Ronald Koeman's done a good job, I think.
And how much are they mixing Frankie?
They
think-
are heavily missing Frankie de Jong. He would have been a terrific inclusion to their side. He makes things tick. He's a great player. So those are our Betway picks for the Euros. Len Moleko, would you care to give us just one or two picks from Copa, Professor?
The Copa America. Well, we'll start with tomorrow's match. That's the one between Brazil and Colombia. I fancy Colombia to win that match.
I still have faith in Brazil.
It's tomorrow 3 a.m. So like tonight for us, right? And then Costa Rica, Paraguay.
Wait, what do you mean tonight for us?
3 a.m. is tonight.
This morning.
It's tomorrow morning.
Aye, my man, I'm sleeping. It's tonight.
No, me and the beds are tweet. They're
The hardy
outside.
does.
At 3 a.m. in winter, there's no birds chirping, my man.
Anyway.
I'm asking you about your pick, Brazil, Colombia. I roll with a different. I'm talking about different kinds of birds.
Oh.
Yes, super sub.
Morning glory. I'll go for Brazil.
You said Brazil.
Brazil, yeah.
You, Marco?
Brazil, Paraguay.
Costa Rica, Paraguay?
Paraguay.
Super sub?
Yeah, I'm just guessing, bro.
Okay. I'm going to go Costa Rica because they had a good
They
outing.
got punished by Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia is punishing everybody in that group. So
No, they're not playing.
we can even stretch it. There's two more other fixtures that have been sorted. Argentina, Ecuador on Friday.
Sure.
Argentina standard.
Hey?
And then Venezuela, Canada. Argentina,
Canada.
Argentina.
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 Okay, cool. Canada, Ecuador.
Canada.
Venezuela versus Canada.
I mean, sorry, Venezuela, Canada.
Canada
Sorry.
still.
Venezuela.
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 And those were our Betway picks brought to you by
Betway,
Betway. Get
way
way more. Remember the
more.
pick your promo banner in the Betway app. Click on it. Choose one of those exciting bet promotions where you can get the bet and get the betting insurance and all of the above. This was Onside ZA brought to you by Betway. Get way more. Thank you, Len Moleko.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Tsepi, darling.
Thank you, darling.
And thank you, Carlos Senor Superusubi.
Obrigado.
When does the name
Muito
expire?
obrigado.
Like,
Oh, this weekend. Oh,
No,
Mbappe will make sure.
Hey.
Mbappe will make sure about that.
nah, I don't see it, but okay.
The name expires on Sunday, the 14th of July, when Portugal win the final. We'll see you all then.
love the mission.
Otherwise, we'll see you for that watch along of the first semi-final between either Germany or Spain against Portugal or France next week Tuesday. But from us for now, stay onside. Don't be offside. Be onside with us and Betway.
Danko.
Danko means thank you.